everyone to the last video in this IELTS listening course. As always, Aaron from A-Land here, and today we will be talking about Unit 10, which is all about diagram labeling. And if you found these videos helpful, help us out by liking it and sharing this video with your friends. Now, this type of question is usually found in section 2 of the IELTS listening test. But there is also a low chance that you might also see it in sections 1 and 3. The aim of labeling a diagram is to connect the information that you hear in the recording to the gaps in the diagram, which can be about an event, a building, or even parts of a machine. Let's take a look at an example. In some maps, like this one, you are given a list of words, like the one on the left. And you have to choose the correct word to fill in the blanks. On other maps, you will be just given some blanks. And you need to listen and choose the right word from the recording. Now, let's learn about listening strategies for diagram labeling. And let's begin with what to do before you start listening. First of all, you should read the names of places that are already on the map, as they will be used as references. Just like the instructions, this is an important part of the process. If you have a list of places that you need to label, you should also read those. Next, you should identify where the numbers start and finish. We're used to the answers coming top to bottom. In maps, they might be a little bit more scattered, so make sure you know where the answers are supposed to go. And finally, pay attention to clues in the map. If, for example, you're given a compass icon in the corner telling you where north, south, east, and west are, that means it's very possible that the directions will use that instead of saying right or left. So listen carefully for them. And no matter what type of map you get, you will always be told where the directions begin. Now that you're ready, let's talk about what to do while listening to the recording. So 2 things to do. First, you can trace the route you are taking with your pencil. That can help you a lot if you have problems with directions. And second, you pay attention to the names of places and terms. Names on the maps will be used as references for terms or as distractors. Okay? And now that you have a basic understanding of how this works, let's learn some useful vocabulary that you might hear during the recordings. So, repeat after me. At the top of. Good. And you can also be at the bottom of. It could be a hill, a road, or a building. Next we have to the east. Excellent. And this could also be west, north, south, northwest, etc. Now, left-hand side. Good job. That one could also be right-hand side. In front of, or opposite to. Well done. In the middle, or center. Excellent. Behind. Nice. Next to. Good job. And finally, just beyond, or just passing. Fantastic. Now, let's put this new knowledge to the test, shall we? It's time to practice with an exercise. You can pause the video now and find a paper and pen to complete the exercise if you haven't already. For this exercise, you will complete a map of an Olympic site, writing no more than 2 words for each answer. I'll put this image full screen so you can see it easier, and you can pause the video again to follow the listening strategies before the audio starts playing. Are you ready? Let's begin.
Well, here we are at the top of the tower, and we're going to look at the view from each direction. Out to the east, the large buildings about 1 kilometre away are on the Olympic site. There's an indoor arena for gymnastics, a stadium for track and field, and a swimming pool for races and synchronised swimming, and also diving. If you look carefully down there, you can see the train lines. The Olympic site has its own station to encourage the use of public transport. There is also a car park, but it only holds a limited number of cars. The formal park has some specially created water features. If you look out here to the south, you can see a circular ornamental pond. And around to the west, you can relax and sit on a bench to smell the flowers in the rose garden. And finally, up to the north, if you look in front of you now, there's a lake with a small island in the centre. You can hire rowing boats at the boat shed, which you can't see from here. But if you look through the trees, you can see the cafe, which has lovely views across the water. OK, let's climb down now. We will go now and have a look at the nature reserve section of the park, which has opened up natural wetland to the public.
Okay, let's take a look at the answers and see how you did. For the first one, we're told to look to the east at the train tracks and the station as a reference before telling us that there is a car park, which isn't very big. If we look to the west, you can relax and sit on a bench to smell the flowers in the rose garden. And to the north, we have a lake and some trees. And in the middle of those trees, we find a cafe. Fantastic! And with that, it's time to sum up. Now, you have more information about diagram labeling in the IELTS test. You also have some new listening strategies to help you out. And you have learned some useful vocabulary. Finally, we have done an exercise for you to put it all together. And with that, we come to the end of Unit 10, Diagram Labeling. And the end of the listening course. I hope you enjoyed this series and that it has helped you improve your listening skills. If you have found these videos helpful, leave us a comment below. And make sure to like the video and share it with a friend to help them out. Goodbye.